Hi everyone, welcome to the Very Real News. This is our fourth episode on air. And also, why we create this Very Real News? Because nowadays, the truth is so rare. And we really care about if the news is true or not. So we do the fact checks. So this is the specialty of this program. So if you want to verify the news is true or not, you can follow us. You can always follow us and also subscribe. Okay, so first piece of news we are unpacking, Tesla's first ever RoboTaxi rollout, set for June 22 in Austin, Texas. With a fact check on the invite-only launch, go fans routes, privacy features, and the regulatory norm already brewing. So fact check, fast facts in 60 seconds, launch date and city, early access ride. Begin Sunday, June 22 in Austin, Texas. This is from CBS. And also, who gets in? Only people who receive the private email or text can download the brand new RoboTaxi app and hail a car. So operating window is from daily 6 a.m. to 12 a.m. That's 18 hours on, 6 hours off. And also fleet size, they have roughly about 10 to 20 retrofitted Model Ys, each with a human safety monitor in the front passenger seat. This is from investor.com. Okay, so this is not as superior as the Waymo. Waymo, they got no other strange human in the car at all. And also geofence, trips must start and end inside the defined Austin service zone. Airports are off limits. So where and when can you ride? Riders pick any point inside the app's blue boundary. So that is the e-fence. And outside that line, the app won't let you book. Nighttime shutdown at midnight lets Tesla refresh maps and run diagnostics. And service may pause or lightning or for lightning or flash floods. The invite warns severe weather will ground the fleet. And privacy safety setup, cabin camera and microphone. So both are off by default. They switch on only if the rider taps request assistance, lighting a green dot on screen. And also the human backstop. A Tesla employee dubbed the safety monitor sits at the shotgun seat and to intervene if FSD freeze and while remote teleoperators stand by. And data policy is any in-cab footages used for lost item checks is anonymized and deleted after review, according to Tesla's invite packet. And what it cost? Pricing is quoted in dollars and may bundle tolls, airport charges, and other regulatory fees. Even though airport runs are currently banned, and expect Uber-style variable rates once public launch hits. Also, the regulatory and the Wall Street backdrop. So, Texas lawmakers, 7 state legislators just asked Tesla to delay the launch until the new AV run kicks in September 1st. Tesla says no thanks. In federal lands, NHTSA is still probing FSD phantom brake reports. And any RoboTaxi incident would turbocharge that investigation. And investor buzz, Wedbush's Dan Ives, caused to roll out the opening bell of Tesla's AI chapter, projecting 25 US cities in 12 months. Why it matters? So this is a tech mile maker. If Tesla pulls off a clean camera off and safety monitor light launch, it's about ahead of Waymo and Cruise on rider privacy and app simplicity. Also, policy stress test. Austin becomes the de facto proving ground for state-level AV oversight before Congress even draft national laws. And market swing. A flawless weekend could join TSLA stock and more broadly reset Wall Street's timetable for profitable RoboTaxi networks. So the bottom lines are June 22nd isn't just a demo day, it's Tesla's first real-world audition for an autonomous business model that runs 18 hours a day, charges real money, and promises rider a cloak of privacy. Keep your eyes on Austin, and whatever happens there will ripple through every city enjoying for the driverless tech. Okay, and secondly, we are breaking down Washington's June 18 directive that makes a full social media scan mandatory for everyone, every foreign student visa. And the viral claim that one applicant's anti-US post had already torpedoed his American dream. So what exactly happened on June 18? That is, the State Department cable, a worldwide telegram, ordered the consular officers to review every F1, M1, and J1 applicant's online presence for hostility towards our citizens, culture, government institution, or funding principles. And public profile rule. Applicants must flip all social media accounts to public or risk refusal for concealment. This is from Reuters. And also the press release, Foggy Button, framed the move as expanded screening and vetting needed to protect national security as visa interviews resume after a 4-week pause. This is from state.gov. That is the website. How the new vetting works. The platform chat, Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok, LinkedIn, plus any other sites, the applicant frequency. An officer toolkit includes Google, LexisNexis, screenshot capture, and a new AI flagging dashboard that scores posts for violence, anti-Semitism, or terrorist support. This is from The Guardian. And flag criteria praise for designated terror groups, and threats against U.S. person or property, and calls for overthrow of the U.S. government. So record keeping, the screenshots are stored in the consular consolidated database for 5 years. In the viral one comment killed my visa story, that is a Chinese applicant posted on Weibo. This is a Chinese counterpart of X. That the U.S. Embassy handpicked the 2022 anti-U.S. Mimi. He'd forgotten about and asked him to explain it. He fears rejection. Reality check, there is no mainstream outlet has verified this claim, and embassies declined the case-specific comment. And the episode illustrates what lawyers call the chilling speech effect, but it remains anecdotal. Is it really new? So actually, since 2019, DS-160 form began asking many visa classes to list social media handles. And 2020 to 24, enhanced vetting applied case by case after terrorism triggers. So 25, we see that on June 18, mandatory public profile review is for all students, and exchange visas refusal if applicant refuses access. This is from political.com. And legal and political flashpoints are, this is the First Amendment debate. ACLU warns policy punishes lawful speech and chills dissent. This is from AP. And selective enforcement fears. Critics know that cable singles out support for Hamas, but amidst extremist Israeli groups raising viewpoint discrimination questions. This is from Guardian. And university backlash. And NAFSA and President's aliens say delay could shave billions off this fall tuition if interviews bottlenecked. So practical fallout for applicants is scrub or stay silent. Deleting posts can look like intend or conceal, lawyers warn. This from NDTV. And longer queues. Posts predict a 30 to 40% drop in daily interview capacities because each file now needs a manual screening. And also advising the best practice is immigration attorneys they urge students to archive or clarify context, not mass delete accounts. So the bottom line is that June 18 marked the first time Washington demanded open book access to every foreign student's social feed. While the policy is undeniably real, the internet famous, one manual ruined my visa story is unverified. One Mimi. What is verified is consular officers now have marching orders to score your timeline and suppose delete or explain accordingly. Okay, final one, we are looking at the new red line duel over Iran. On June 19, Russia's foreign ministry told Washington, hands off, and out later the White House said President Trump will decide within 2 weeks whether to order U.S. strikes. Let's break down who said what and why it matters and the three ways that it could play. So what Moscow actually said is Russian Foreign Minister spokeswoman Maria Zakharova warned that any U.S. military intervention against Iran would trigger grave, unpredictable consequences. And Deputy FM Sergei Ryabkov added that Washington is playing with fire and that Russia will not remain indifferent if its personnel or assets in Iran are hit. So what the White House just confirmed. The press secretary Caroline Leavitt told the reporters that Trump will make a final decision on possible military action against Iran within the next 2 days, citing ongoing intel briefings and a narrow diplomatic window. So Leavitt also refused to say whether the president would seek a congressional authorization for the use of military force, AUMF. So why Russia drew the line? The troops are on the ground. Hundreds of Russian engineers working at the Iran's Bushehr reactor. An airstrike could kill them and hand the Kremlin a domestic political crisis. And also, this is a strategic partnership. Moscow and Tehran inked a 20-year defense pact in March, giving Russia a stake in Iran's air defense network and drone production lines. This is from the Defense Post. And also the global messaging. By warning the U.S., Moscow signals it still plays power broker in the Middle East, despite being bogged down in Ukraine. So why the U.S. still thinking hard? The nuclear clock. White House officials say Iran could enrich enough uranium for a bomb within weeks, raising the pressure to hit the Fordo or Natanz before that threshold. And coalition mess. Israel keeps urging a joint strike package, but European allies fear an oil price super spike and have offered no public backing. In 2026, midterm backdrops. Trump faces GOP hawks demanding action and American first conservatives warning against a new war. So two domestic fires he can't ignore. Three scenarios on the table. First is surgical strike, limited U.S. bunker buster raid on Iran's underground sites with Israel flying escort. Risk is Russian casualties and instant escalation. And coercive diplomacy, a 2-week clock is used to squeeze the Tehran back into the room for a freeze-for-freeze deal. The risk is seen as a bluff and invites more missiles. So status quo plus sanctions can be Trump ops for cyber ops and new oil export chokehold. Also risks are Iranian retaliations via proxies, conflict drags on anyway. So what to watch next? First, we focus on the carrier move. A second carrier group, sailing past the Strait of Hormuz, would tip Trump's hand towards the option one. And Russian air bridge, the large military cargo flies to Iran, signals Moscow is ready to ride shotgun. And huge charter, if Senate leaders schedule AUMF hearings, the White House may be prepping Congress and the public for action. Okay, so the bottom line is the Russia just drew a bright red circle around Iran, and the White House put a 2-week timer on this decision. Whether this ends in diplomacy, airstrikes, or a wider proxy slugfest will hinge on what happened before that clock hits 0. So let's see and pray for peace. And okay, so now if you have been here, you must be probably our subscriber. Yeah, please subscribe. And also you may look for the Very Real app in the App Store or Play Store to join our anonymous discussion group, which has more than 15K people. Okay, you're welcome to join. Thank you.